Hello everyone, my name is Mufliha Putri Kamila. I'm student from UPI YAI. In this presentation, I will show you guys about psychology at a glance, being shy, and childhood depression. But first of all, I want to say thank you to my lecturers, Mr. Budiantoro, who gave me this chance to make this presentation. First, psychology of a glance. Psychology is studies to individual activity. What is individual activity? Individual activities throughout his span of his life from day born to the day. In general law of activity, every different individual law, for example, for growth, learning, thinking, and emotion. Psychology can be defined as the science of the individual activity. The word activity is used here in a broad sense. It includes not only motoric activity like speaking, but also cognitive activities like hearing, remembering, thinking, and other emotional activity like loving and crying, or feel happy or sad. And the only way to be completely inactive is to be died. For the second is on being shy. Do you ever feel angry with yourself when you were too shy to speak up? Or do you want to be friendly with others but you don't know how to join with them? All this thought is lead you to unhappiness feeling. This kind of unhappiness feelings comes not about because they try to hurt us, but we make this unhappiness feeling for ourselves. Naturally, we don't really hurt to ourselves, but often we grow up thinking we are not good as they are, and we are not smarter and more interesting than they are. This negative thought that make us shy. We can help ourselves be right to shyness. Nobody is perfect and everybody has good qualities. Is it fair to pay attention to our imperfection and overlook our good qualities? Definitely not. I have some tips for you to rid your shyness. The first is, understand that you cannot eliminate shyness overnight. It is a slow process that you must work in gradually. 2. Thinking about situation when shy is most painful. Perhaps your biggest problem is making small talk with a stranger at a party. In that case, prepare yourself with some interesting current news to talk about. 3. Getting the other person to talk about him or herself. It is a clever idea. Many people enjoy talking about themselves or giving their opinion. For example, you can say something like, I notice you like modern jewelry. Your ring is very unusual. Did you design them yourself? This can be the start of friendship. 4. Whenever you begin making negative comparison between you and other people, force yourself to stop doing that. Take your thought of yourself, observe others, and think about a compliment which to start a conversation with someone. 5. If you are shy at work where there are many coworkers, choose at least intimidating person to perhaps have coffee or small talk with you. 6. Know that even effort of socialize sometimes is not successful. It's happened for everyone, not for you. Not just for you. And feel proud of yourself for making the effort. 7. If you are required to give a report to group, tell them that you feel nervous. This feeling is quite natural and everyone can sympathize. Expressing that the group will make you feel better. 8. Think about your qualities and believe that you are good as anyone, because you are is good. And 9. Take a course of developing self-confidence or read books on the subject. Life is much enjoy for people who are not shy. For the last, we have childhood depression. Friendlessness is only one side of the childhood depression. This disorder is also characterized by inability to have fun or to concentrate, and by an absence of normal emotion reaction. Depressed children are frequently tired, extremely active or inactive. They weigh very little, cry a great deal, have trouble with concentrate, sleep too much or too little, lose their appetite, start doing poorly in school, look unhappy, complain of psychical ailments, feel warming, gully, suffer several separation anxiety, or think often about death or suicide. Any 4 or 5 of these symptoms may support a diagnosis of depression, especially when they represent a marked change for the child's usual patterns. Parents do not always recognize minor problems like sleep disturbance, loss of appetite, and irritability as signs of depression, but children themselves are very often able to describe how they feel. No one is sure about the exact cause of depression in children or adults. There is some evidence for a biochemical predisposition which may be triggered by specific experience. Depression school-age children are children likely to lack social and academic competence, but it is not clear whether incompetence causes depression or vice versa. The parents of depressed children are more likely to be depressed themselves, suggesting a possible genetic factor and reflection of general stress in ill family. And what happens when 5-year-olds say nobody's like me? I think it's just they have problems with their friends and they get not stable emotional, so they just say like that. And what happens to the parents when their child get depression? I think many parents in this era will say like you too far from your God, pray to your God, or getting angry to their children. But it's not like it's not what should you do to your children. You have to supporting them, give them love, to give them too much love and send your love to them, be kind to them, and they will be good as well. So that's all for these 3 materials of psychology of at a glance and being shy and childhood depression. Thank you for your attention.